Oh, okay.
What it is to clean a 20-foot feather boa?
Well, they do have it.
From Wolf and Stevenson, 50-minute trip from 355 to Lakeshore Drive, and the Ryan is half an hour from 95th in. Partly sunny 77 for the Heights, 54 at the Drive. Traffic and weather driven by Jewel Osco. Go crazy for extra savings.
Yeah.
And so...
We literally just talked about how we...
To Geico, it's obviously a good idea.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It is time to rise and shine with Rita Owen. Good morning. It's a busy morning. Busy morning, very busy morning. And of course, what am I always doing? Running later than a date. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am so excited. It's Friday. We have the weekend upon us. Our reading, obviously, is amazing. And it's time for us to continue to rescue ourselves. And rescuing ourselves makes us stronger, makes us better, not than anybody else, but makes us better for ourselves so that we get to keep moving forward in our lives, which I think is absolutely amazing. And when we rescue ourselves, we owe nobody, we don't owe anybody anything. We can't put ourselves in someone else's hands, because when you put yourself in someone else's hands, then you are allowing that person to control you. And unfortunately, that's what happens with a lot of relationships that deal with empaths, that deal with narcissistic people. I hate using that term because I feel like narcissist has been overused now. I think that's like a massive label that goes slapped onto everybody when you're in a difficult relationship, because not everybody is narcissistic. It just means that sometimes we have to really start to dig deep into ourselves and grab our own power. Good morning, good morning. Oh my gosh, Mr. Big Green, I see you there, I see you there. So we've got to rescue ourselves no matter what. We have to literally start to dig in deep into who we are, start discovering all the things that we need to do, as well as literally rescue ourselves. Like, we've got to figure out what it is that we want in our life, who we want in our life, how we want our life to look. And when you allow yourself to put your life into somebody else's hands, then maybe sometimes they're going to, make sure you remember that. And so I did that in my second marriage. So I put I tried to get rescued. Actually, twice. 2 times. Both marriages, I needed to be rescued, I thought. The first one, probably, I absolutely needed to be rescued because I was trying to break free from my family and I kept getting dragged back in. And so the second one, though, I could have literally done things on my own, probably, but I chose to get rescued anyway. And then, obviously, it did not turn out because here we are, right? Good morning, good morning, good morning, Sharon. So we got to continue to rescue ourselves. We've got to continue to do the work on ourselves and be proud of who we are. Be proud of what we've accomplished. And do not let other people make you feel bad about that. I had an experience on Sunday where I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of where I came from. I'm proud of how things have occurred. And then when somebody else makes you feel bad about where you're at because of where they're at, that's not our problem. And I wouldn't say that this person particularly was narcissistic. I would say this person is a very wounded soul. And sometimes very wounded souls will try to rescue other people so that they are taking the attention off of themselves, the work off of themselves. And that too is, you've got to really decipher what's going on, because you've got really a narcissistic person. A narcissistic person is somebody, oh my God, it is a wounded soul. That's hilarious. Either way you look at it, I hate the label narcissist. I really do. I don't like it. I think it's definitely overused. But when we are wounded souls, so like for instance, I could have been or probably was narcissistic in the beginning before my journey of self-development. I was probably narcissistic because I was an extremely wounded soul. Just wanted to stop in. Hi, sweetheart. Big hugs to you as well. Thank you. So I was a very wounded soul in the beginning of my process of self-development. And I would try to help other people. I would try to fix other people. I would try to save other people. I think that's amazing. And so I would try to fix other people because I was taking all the attention away from myself. I had a lot of issues, a lot of problems. I was an extremely wounded soul. And so and I probably did come off narcissistic. I have a very strong personality. And when you have a strong personality and you've got that wounded soul intact, then yes, I probably did come off very narcissistic in a moment. Savior complex, right? So that is very good, Sharon. I'm glad you're participating and sharing that because it's true. And we do that. And it's not that it makes us wrong or bad. It just makes us trying to survive our own life. And then if we put our attention onto something else we call projects, then we are trying to do whatever we need to do, right? So that we can survive as well. And I know that for myself, the person who my first marriage was, he was a very strong personality at the same time. And then, of course, we had a child, together. And so I was trying to save that relationship. I was trying to do whatever I could. So I would put all my energy into trying to figure it all out, right? But then, obviously, it didn't work out because he had his own problems. I was not equipped to deal with those problems. However, at the end of that marriage, wonderful people kept coming into my life, and they're my angels, and it's in my book. They're my angels. They directed me to where I needed to go because they said to me that you are not supposed to be living this kind of life. Your life is supposed to be different. And that's how I started to embark on self-development. So it has literally been, maybe 25 years or more that I have literally been doing the work. Literally 20 years, probably 20 years, literally been doing the work. And so for me, this has just been an extraordinary experience. So when I can admit that I was probably a narcissist for a good portion of my life, because that's what I grew up in, right? I was better than everybody else. I grew up in, the world revolved around me. The world revolved around the family that I grew up in. And it's not true. The world does not revolve around us. The world revolves around all of us. And we all have our special gifts. We all have all the wonderful things in our lives that we can share and teach and grow and live an extraordinary life. And so sometimes when we're so wrapped up in our own bullshit, we cannot figure out what is going on inside of our lives. And then we start to try to help and fix and do whatever for other people. So today's reading is literally seeing the goodness inside of ourselves, rescuing ourselves, knowing that no matter what, we are whole and complete and perfect just as we are. And that's the honest to God's truth. We really are. We are literally whole and complete and perfect just as we are. We could be complete a-holes and still be whole and complete and perfect because honestly, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on here. Because honestly, none of us need to be fixed. None of us need to change. None of us need to do any of those things. What if God came down one day and said, it's pronounced Jod, then left? You are hilarious, sweetheart. I absolutely love you. I absolutely love you. You know what's funny? That's funny because how many times do we not know how to pronounce things And somebody will let us say it over and over and over and over again until one day they get so tired, then they finally like blow up and say, this is how you pronounce it. I love it. Hello, good morning. I love it. And that's how you pronounce it. That is hilarious. I love it. So that is funny. I love that. Thank you so much. I'm glowing. Thank you. I try to do what I can, you guys. I wake up, I have my TikTok coffee, you know, the instant coffee with the lemon, and it gets me going. It gears me up. But as soon as I turn myself on, as soon as I do that angel reading, oh my gosh, I literally light up like a firecracker because this is my passion. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I love. And I love this work. I love growing and expanding and doing things differently than most people. And I was thinking about that today. Like, we have to embrace our differences. We have to embrace how unique and wonderful we are. Some of us are very strong personalities, which I am. Some of us are more timid, more shy, more introverted. You know, we all have these special qualities that make us who we are. And when you are rescuing yourself and you're figuring your own self out, you then get to share your gifts because you become confident in who you are. Oh, thank you. Always spot on. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I channel all that information. You know that, right? So whatever those cards say, that's all channeled through because I can have an idea of what they want me to say. As soon as I start speaking, that's what the reading is, like today. So I had an idea, but as I started speaking, that's how it all rolled out. So today's reading is pretty cool. It's only a minute long today, but I love it. I love what I do. I'm telling you, helping people see something different because every time I talk, I speak, I see something for myself. Good morning. Oh my gosh, thank you. It's black. I have a black dress on with, actually I put on, what is it, pink, kind of like a darker pink, stretchy pant. So I feel pretty good today. I'm telling you, I'm digging, even though the coffee is disgusting, when you drink it, it's the instant coffee with a lemon. It works. I'm telling you, I put these stretchy pants on today and they slid right on, which I was pretty happy about. It's probably a little too much information for you guys, too much TMI, but funny, it looks dark aqua. Oh no, it's black. It's black. I think it's the way the sun is shining, but it's black. But if that's what you're seeing, I love it because aqua is an amazing color. I love the color of water. I love it. So yes, that coffee, I'm telling you guys, you have to look it up. If anybody is struggling with some troubled areas, it's instant coffee and freshly squeezed lemon. I love this app. All right, I missed it. Creating can get disgusting. I don't know what that means. Wait, what? I don't know what you're saying. I love this app. Funniest thing is just seeing, I don't know. Creatures can get disgusting. I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I don't even think I like that. I don't know what that means. So I hope you're not calling me ugly and disgusting. I hope that is not the case. Because if you are, that's not cool. Doesn't it taste yucky? You know what? At first I think it did, but now I'm just used to it because I've been doing it for like over 2 months. So for me, Death Wish coffee. So for me, it is, you most definitely am. Oh my God, that is awesome. I love that. Okay, so she was talking about me, so that is awesome. And now they're gone. Bye-bye. So people are hilarious. Isn't it amazing how people can come in and like be as nasty as they can possibly be and then share it and then admit to it? I love that she admitted to it or he admitted to it so that way I can, you know, ousty outy because we're not playing those games today. But yes, the coffee can be. I've had a few people who tried it and They can't even do it. My neighbor, Ashley, she's hilarious. And I told her about it. I've been doing it over 2 months now. And so she drank it. As soon as it went in, it came right out. She goes, I couldn't do it. A friend of mine tried it the other day. He's like, Rita, that's disgusting. I'm like, well, it's working for me, so I can't stop. So I'm going to keep doing it. And then it's like you get used to it after a while. So when you get used to it, it doesn't bother me. I'm like, I'm good to go. It's 1 cup in the morning. It's like taking, if any of you like do apple cider vinegar, it's like shooting down some apple cider vinegar. That's pretty gross as well. And no matter if I try to heat it up, put in some, I put in honey, whatever it is, however I try to do it, I cannot stand the taste of the apple cider vinegar. It makes me crazy, and I will like feel sick and nauseous all day long. But I should probably try that as well. But I do like it, and I've been noticing a difference. Like I'm slowly getting smaller. My body, the skin is not hanging, but slowly getting smaller, which I really appreciate because my clothes feel a hell of a lot different and better. I still buy oversized clothes because I just like the way it feels. I don't like to show everything that I got. Sometimes I do, but I like it. Capsules. Oh, I should try that. I tried those apple cider vinegar gummies, which I'm not a gummy fan either. That grosses me out. There's something about gummies that totally gross me out. I can't handle the texture, and then I have a very crazy wild imagination, and I just can't do it. So I've tried to do those, and I can't do those either. So I should try the capsules and find those so that I can see if that works for me, because I do like all that stuff. Good morning. Instant coffee. Yes, Mary, instant coffee. So it's instant coffee. You're supposed to use a teaspoon, but I always use a heaping tablespoon. And then you're supposed to use a half of a lemon, fresh lemon, and you squeeze it, but I use the whole lemon. And so go big or go home. That's how I roll. It's either I'm in or I'm out. I've got to learn half-ass, but this seems to be working for me, and I like it. Not only that, I've been healthy. So for me, like I've had no problems breathing, and lemon, for people who deal with asthma or any kind of breathing issue, any kind of, you need, like pain, when you drink citrus or lemon, it helps with your body. And so I don't have any issues with breathing or anything. Even with my hand, I've got a weird arthritis in my left hand, and when you eat a lot of sugar or drink a lot of alcohol, not saying that that's what I do, but I could be accused of that on occasion. I can tell with my hands how things are. And so I've noticed that with that, my hands don't hurt and they're not as swollen. I noticed that my knees, that I had the 2 knee replacements on, there's no swelling in my knees at all. So, and there was a girl who I saw at my class high school reunion last weekend, and her knee is still swollen, and I believe she had her surgery like 2 years ago. So I was just like, holy cow. So it definitely works. I love the fresh lemon. I get like lemons every week, so I only use 1 full one. I squeeze it all out and put it all in the coffee, and then I just drink it, so it's good. On an empty stomach. Yes, on an empty stomach. So I drink that first, and then when that's done, then I will make myself breakfast, and I'll do that, which I have not had breakfast yet today, because the senior partner of where I work, it is his birthday, so I have to go pick up donuts at the bakery. So I'm going to do the drive-thru with that. 2 cups of Epsom salt in your tub. Warmest water you can stand for 30 minutes. Oh, I like that. I like that. So, I'll have to figure that out. I'm not I am a big tub person, but I never find the time to be, like a tub person. But I do love soaking in Epsom salt as well. I do that a lot when I do readings and stuff like that. When I do a lot of readings, when I do events, I will literally soak in Epsom salt because it releases all the energy that I've taken on. I'm a pharmacy technician. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, so that helps me to release any kind of energy that stays. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I love it. I love it. So this is Mary, you guys. Mary, my beautiful Dominican friend who had surgery, and she was just in Las Vegas this past weekend. So she is doing very well, and she's still on her search for her home, which I wish her a whole bunch of energy for that, so that she finds where she's looking and where she's gonna have her final home to lay her head at night and feel comfortable and be in her space, which I love. So yeah, oh my gosh, you know, it really is irritating me that somebody would literally come on and say those things, but whatever, right? However, to each their own, however they gotta feel, however they have to create. And these are the things too, even though stuff like this, even though it doesn't bother me, but does bother me a little bit, you guys see how it works, and you just have to roll it off. You have to roll it off. I love it. So, yeah, that's how it works. I love it. But yes, the coffee, that's what I do. And I do that. And it really does help me to feel better about myself. I actually do feel fuller. I don't eat as much as I used to. It really helps you to like really let go of a lot of stuff. And also it moves things along, if you know what I mean. So you're not holding on to stuff. Good morning. Good morning. And when a lot of people cannot let go of things, they hold on to everything inside of their bodies. And so when you start to let go of a lot of stuff, then you can literally let go of the baggage that you hold on to. And that's why it's so important to rescue yourself. I love you. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I totally love that. Oh my gosh, I love that. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. You know what? I have to protect my shine because I'm not going to allow things to come in or people to come in, because some people are just miserable little souls, and they want to. And here's the other thing too. That person who we just took out are looking for the attention. So whether they believe what they just said or not makes no difference. They're looking for any kind of attention. And so that's how I cut it off. I just do not, and even though we're still talking about it a little bit, because I was just like, wait a minute, what? And for some reason I was supposed to grab that attention for a moment. But then I just send that person a lot of light, a lot of love, and let them do their thing. Thank you for taking the time to share with us. Oh my God, you're welcome, sweetheart. It's my pleasure. Absolutely, it's my pleasure. I absolutely love doing this and doing the things that I do, because here's the thing. Whatever you guys see inside of me, it's already inside of you. Do you understand? It's already inside of you. So even that person who saw ugliness inside of me is inside of that person. So it doesn't matter. We are already there. So whatever that person was saying, it's there. Whatever you're saying, if you guys see a glow inside of me, you guys are already glowing. Our energy is already matching. But I know that there was ugly inside of me a long time ago. I know that there's probably still ugly inside of me. And so I am learning how to let it go, learn from it, and keep it moving forward. I am not perfect, not by a long shot. So again, you guys have to remember, whatever you see in other people, we are all mirrors with eyeballs. So whatever you see in someone else, it's already inside of you. It's already there. So you're already glowing. In order for you to see my glow, you have to glow. You already have to glow. You are already glowing. So I think that is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love that. You see what you are. Yes, that's exactly what I just said. Absolutely, Sharon. So good morning. Good morning. To hear what you're saying today. Thank you. Oh my God, you are so welcome. You're so welcome. You know, and it's funny too, because like even at work, you know, on Thursdays, I have to order lunch in. So I always have to decide what we're having for lunch once a week, order it in, make sure it's all right. And then discovered my ability to read energy. It's amazing. Oh my God, I think that's awesome. I love that. And if you ever have questions, don't hesitate to contact me. You can always contact me. Good morning. So then yesterday we're having lunch. We had lunch called in, ordered in from Red Robin. And, some of the attorneys were like, I wish we had popsicles. So I had to go grab the mail at lunch as well. And I went to the store and I got a bunch of popsicles and passed them out at work. And it's like people really appreciate when you can go above and beyond, or when you can just do for people, which I love to do anyway, and then keep moving forward and not having an attitude or not, feeling like you're being taken advantage of. And so I was running to different stores and I'm like, no, I am going to find those popsicles, because I went to Sam's Club and I couldn't find popsicles. So I ended up going to another store. But the point of that, why ever I said that, is because when you put out a certain kind of attitude, a certain kind of energy, you receive that back. You get it back, which is absolutely amazing. And so the more I put out there in a good light, the more I receive and I get back. Because here's the thing, you guys, we all have an even exchange. What I give to you, you guys are always, and I mean always, giving back to me, which I think is absolutely amazing. And I love it. We all have an even exchange with us here on this app. I love it. So that to me is amazing, because when you guys share with me your stories, you trust me enough to share with me your deepest wounds or your deepest story or whatever it is, right? When you're sharing that with me, I take that seriously, and then I give you back what you need, because it's an even exchange. And I love that. I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing. And that's about receiving. That's all about receiving. When you can rescue yourself, when you can start to really learn and hone in about yourself, you then get to receive for yourself. Oh my God, Grand Rising is true. Yes, I love it. Grand Rising is true. And so we get to then receive. We receive. We learn how to receive, because too many times we give and give and give, and we give away the store and we don't take back. Because my positive attracts so many people. Well, yes, and that's true, because you are learning how to read the energy and know which energy is for you and which energy is not. And so when somebody comes into your space and you're not liking the energy, your body is rejecting the energy that is coming to you, then those are the people that you're supposed to not participate with. So I've got people who, when they come into my presence, all of a sudden the energy drops. Those are not my people. Those are not the people that I interact with. So the one person who came in here about the app and then said that whatever they said, because I'm not going to repeat it because it's not true for me. It may be true for them, but not for me. Then we do not have that exchange. You see it now. Yes. So that is something where you have got to realize that not everybody is supposed to be in your energy. And it is okay not to allow those people in your energy. You get to say no to certain people. You get to say no to the people whose energy does not mix with your energy, because you're not supposed to be together. You're supposed to be learning. And also, when we are spiritual people or religious people, it doesn't mean that we have got to it is okay. It doesn't mean that we have to like everybody. We have to have everybody in our lives, because it's not true. We're not supposed to. We're supposed to be loving, kind. I was trying to say loving and kind at the same time. Loving, kind people. However, in doing so, you still have to be responsible for your own self and take care of yourself, which means that then not everybody gets to be in your energy. There are people who are extraordinary people, but there are past life lessons sometimes, things that go on in our world, and it's time for us to move forward and not be in there. We have to recognize some of the people that we're not supposed to be with, and that's part of some of this karma, cleaning up karma, however that has to be. So you just have to keep being who you are. Pay attention to how your body feels. Pay attention to what's going on with your energy, because that is your intuition telling you yes or no. A real live Karen spotted in the world. Are you calling me a real life Karen? Because if you're calling me a real life Karen, we know what happens there, right? So I hope that you're a real life Karen. I don't even know what that means. So I don't know what that is for you. So we'll see how that rolls out. I have no idea. Either way, and if you want to call me Karen, I don't care. You can call me Karen. It doesn't bother me. I think that's hilarious. Like, I tattoo karma on your back. That's pretty cool. A freak magnet. In the grocery store, you feel like a freak magnet. That is really cute. That is something where whatever your energy is, whatever that is, you just have to just protect yourself and protect your energy and just keep moving forward. She's definitely not a Karen. Oh, so that person was calling me a Karen. Okay, so hold on. All right. I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. I just love you. And then we do these sorts of things. Yes, we do those sorts of things. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're just getting rid of some energy that does not need to be here. I'm just not interested in participating with those kinds of. And it's funny too. It's like, you know what? I must be doing something right because people are coming out of the woodwork right now, and it triggers people. When we are happy-go-lucky, when we are talking about doing the things that we do and live our lives a particular way, then people will come out of the woodwork because they do not like it. They just love it when people are miserable. They get off on it for whatever reason. I have no idea, but they do. And it's just so weird for me. I don't even get it. But that's how they roll, and they can roll however they want to roll. And we're just going to keep plugging along and moving forward. Seriously. And where is that at? Oh, there it is. I got to go get donuts today as well. So we've had to block a couple of people today, so that's okay. Thank you. Amen to that. I love it. I think it's amazing. And I love in karma always remembers, like I've got a tattoo on my wrist that says confidence is beautiful. So I do have a lot of confidence in who I am. And I think it's beautiful. When somebody is confident in who they are, I think it's absolutely amazing. And when you have something like karma tattooed on your body, it's always constantly reminding you to make sure what you're doing. So for instance, you could have somebody like that, right? Talk about karma or talk about saying that you're really ugly, whatever. And when you come at them with love and kindness, your karma is constantly being cleared. If you can start to see things differently in somebody else, even though they're putting out what they're trying to do because they're trying to create a trigger, they're trying to create drama, they're trying to grab your attention so that you spend a few minutes with them. And I don't have time for that, so I will just send them with love, clear the karma, and keep moving forward. So I would love it. I love that you've got a tattoo on your back that says karma, because it's just a constant reminder to live your life powerfully no matter what is going on. Social anxiety. So social anxiety is you're literally dealing with past life stuff. That's exactly what that is. Social anxiety is you are dealing with past life stuff and you don't realize it. Your spiritual gifts are coming in. Your soul remembers past life stuff. And when you are in big crowds, not good things happen to you in big crowds in past lives. So when you are around all kinds of different energy, you can pick that up. Also, you're an empath, which means you can pick up other people's energy as well. And so when you've got all these things happening, that is what you're picking up on. And so your soul is having a hard time dealing with all the different energy. So you're healing and dealing with past life stuff, as well as you can feel other people's energy. So what you can do with that is, for me, I call in my angels. When I'm out and about, I will call in my angels. If I am starting to notice that my energy is changing, or if I'm getting crabby, or something like that, I will also call in my angels. I will protect myself. I will bubble up. I call it like a bubble up. And what it is really is that I can see this white cloud, this this tornado cloud that starts with my ankles and goes all the way around me. And that is literally kicking out all the energy that is not for my highest good so that I don't absorb it and it goes back out into the universe. So it's hard. A lot of people have a hard time with crowds. I did for a while, but now I just love it. I don't care. I will be quiet at first. I will quickly read a room. I will figure out what's going on. I will see things quickly, and then I keep moving forward. Sometimes my spidey senses will stay up. If something's not right, or if I get a glimpse, my angels will bring my attention to whatever needs to be my attention brought to. Like, for instance, while we have all of this going on, and then sometimes I don't see some of the comments, but then all of a sudden it's like my angels are bringing a flashlight to some of the rude comments, and then I am able to then let those go and block those people out, which is a good thing for me, because you know what? I follow a lot of people, and now that my cap is at 10,000, every time I block people or my follow drops, I go back and I follow other people. Why have so many people come back? Oh, because you've got to learn some things from this year. I've had people come back too, and it's because you've got to see if you are literally shifting and changing. Are you loving yourself enough? Are you loving yourself the way you need to? So I actually had somebody who came back. I had to block them on my Facebook in the beginning of the year, early spring. And I don't know. I just got a thing about that. What was I saying? I had to block them because they're with somebody. They're not willing to break up with somebody. They want to see how it would be with me first, and then they'll break up, or they won't break up, and I won't do it. And then they created a whole new account on Facebook, and then we became friends again, and it's right back at that conversation, and I'm not doing it. Like, I can't do it. And so for me, I need to be with somebody who wants to be with me and choose me. I do not want to be, they're not going to let go of somebody in order to be with me. So if you can't come to me single, then I'm not going to do it. So people, you're coming in, you're being tested. Your commitment to yourself, your commitment to what it is that you really want can be tested. So when other people come back in, then that's what happened. Also, what was it? I was strung along, kind of like for 2 years with someone, and he would dip out, come back, dip out, come back. And then in August, then he was like, I totally changed my mind. I'm done. And so then you have to be with that, and you're going to be done. And now you've got to commit to yourself. Are you going to continue to deal with that drama, or are you going to finally say no to it? Are you going to finally say no to the behaviors? Because here's the thing. If somebody isn't doing work on themselves, if somebody isn't doing the work and changing their life powerfully on purpose, they're not changed. They're still being who they are. And so you have to decide, how much work have you done on yourself? Are you willing to change enough and say no to things or to people who you no longer want to deal with that kind of energy? Right? So I can be friends with this particular person who I said yes to their friend request, but I'm not going to participate anything other than a friend. And every day he will say the same things to me every day, and I don't respond. I will respond to saying good morning, but I don't respond to the other stuff. Good morning, good morning. And I've got feathers that are going to fall because the sun is a little shiny. There we go. So that's how that works. So when you've got other people coming in, you're being tested. Your commitment to yourself is literally being tested. So you have to decide whether or not you are willing to keep moving forward and be powerful, or are you going to continue being treated a particular way? And you don't deserve that. You really don't. So love yourself enough to say no. And if they have apologized and they've changed their behavior, because people do that, then move forward with that person. But if there's no changes, there's been nothing, it's still the same. It's like being on that hamster wheel going round and round and round, expecting a different result. I need to make big changes and love myself. Yeah, 100%. You've got to start loving yourself. And, and I'm working on that all the time. I'm working on that every day. You know what? I do want to be in a relationship with somebody. I do want to have fun with somebody. I want to create oh my gosh, the sun is like crazy. I want to have fun. However, I know there we go. I don't know. The sun is definitely in my way. I want to have fun, but I still have to keep remembering myself as well. And sometimes when other people are working on themselves, we're not in the same energy. And so sometimes if our vibrations don't necessarily match, then we have to say goodbye to the one until our vibrations match yet again. If somebody is not on their own and single, then our vibrations don't match. If they are and they're moving forward, but yet they still have a lot of baggage and they're beating themselves up while they're beating other people up because their energy, for whatever reason, their wounded soul, like the person I went out with on Sunday, you can't feel bad or guilty about yourself or be shamed because you've made changes. He showed me a picture on Sunday. This guy, he's like, is this picture you? And it was me. It was me like 6 years ago. And, I was not in a happy place at that time, but I don't have time for that kind of nonsense. I don't have time to, let somebody beat me up that way, because if he's not changing and doing what he needs to do, that's not my problem. That's not my fault. Oh my gosh, I hate it when I don't have any change on me. So that's not my fault. And I'm not going to take on his drama as if it's my problem. So you've got to look at stuff like that. So it's funny that these questions are coming up. You need prayers for healing. You heal, sweetheart. All you have to do is ask for that healing, and I promise you. And all you have to do is start seeing yourself healing. Start being grateful for your healing. Start being grateful. Look at whatever it is that you need to be healed from. I don't know if it's a body issue, a heart issue, a health issue, just an emotional thing. But start to be grateful for the lessons. You're learning something in all of it. And so the more you can, yes, Abraham Hicks, I love it. The power of attraction, 100%. When you are being grateful and you're saying thank you for your healing, things shift and change 100% very quickly. Oh, you're right. So I deal with pseudotumor, which means the spinal fluid builds up behind my optic nerves. And so I was going blind at one point. Hold on one second. Hi. Can I get 18 donuts? I just have to make sure one of them is a Boston cream.
At least one Boston cream?
Yeah, and the rest I don't care about. Gotcha. Thank you. All right, hold on, you guys. Perfect, thank you. And then, of course, we got Awana's the peanuts, so we got to do that, too.
Did you want a receipt?
Yes, please. Got to do that for work.
I will be right back.
All right, perfect, thank you. All right, so with that being said, I had to really figure out, because it started with my right eye. I was going blind, and then it went into, I had a stint put into my brain to open up the veins for the flow or whatever. And then I was going blind in the left eye. So the right eye was healing, the left eye was going blind, and I was sitting outside. And I was thinking to myself, feeling sorry for myself, because you guys, I'm not perfect. And I said, why is this happening to me? Because I was married to somebody who's not going to be able to take care of me. So I was like, why is this happening? And my angel said to me, look around. What is it that you don't want to see? And I looked around. I literally was looking around, and I said, my life. I did not want to see my life. And with that being said, I changed, I figured out what I needed to do. I went to another doctor. I had sinus surgery done, had my deviated septum fixed. I had infection, layers and layers of infection cleaned out and removed. And I was able to breathe. A lot of that spinal fluid was no longer built up back there. Can I have a general reading? And then, yeah, and then I was able to see. I still have a little bit of a blind spot in the left eye, which is probably going to stay that way because it was that way for a while. Good morning. I finally caught you. Good morning. Good morning. Well, welcome. And so then I've never felt better. I'm serious. Like everything literally shifted and changed. All right, I got to get these. Perfect. Thank you.
Would you like any napkins?
No, we've got them. Thank you so much. Have a great day. All right, so we got to give the Awana guy. There you go. Thank you so much. I'll take a peanut. Thank you. Have a great day. All right, so, oh my God, I love it. Do you see how easy it is just to be nice? Like if you don't even have to be a jerk. Like people can just be nice. And it's so crazy. I don't know why people just choose to be so mean sometimes. Is that pizza? It's not pizza. They're donuts. Where I work, my senior partner, it's his birthday. He does not like the attention. So we're going to write happy birthday on the boxes and put them right by his office. And then everybody will be at his office celebrating him. So since I'm the hostess with the mostest, it's my job to go and get all the treats all the time. So, which I love to do. It doesn't bother me. Plus, field trips, I love it when I don't have to be at work right away because I'm so busy doing other things, which I think is amazing. I'm a kid, I swear to God. Even though I'm 53 years old, I act like a kid. I love field trips. I love snow days. I love it when the power goes out because then you don't have to work. I just love it. I'm a kid like that. Although we don't really get to have a lot of snow days, so, which is crazy. But yeah. So anyway, you want to literally look at your life and realize that you can literally heal your body. When you let go of emotional baggage, a lot of emotional baggage, you are able to then heal. Like I dealt with a tremendous amount of fibromyalgia where you couldn't even touch my body for the longest time. The more I let go of emotional baggage, started becoming one with my past, the asthma that I dealt with is no longer severe, and I have not had an asthma attack that has put me in a hospital in years, which I'm grateful for, at least 5 years, and I don't deal with that kind of pain anymore. Even my knees, because knees are like not being able to bend, not being able to go with the flow, make decisions, stuff like that, or not being supported. Now that I have my knee replacements, like I feel fantastic. My body feels good. I am able to do a lot of different things. Aw, thank you. I love you as well. So these are the things that we need to start looking at and start shifting and changing. You know, when you, an emotional baggage too, when you look up the spiritual meaning of different ailments that you deal with, you can then start to work on those areas of your life and change them. Lower back pain, it means that you are not being financially supported. So either somebody's not financially supporting you or you are not financially supporting yourself. And I used to have tremendous back pain, and I would say in the last couple of years, it's been good. So you can actually touch my lower back. It's to the point where you couldn't even do that to my lower back. It hurts so bad. So there's a lot of different things. If you look at stuff, you're going to start to discover different areas of your life that you can heal and improve, and then your health improves. Your home, 17 years, asthma. Yes, yes, sweetheart, yes. Your home. If your home is cluttered, the basement, the main house, the attic, the garage, if that is all cluttered, then literally you are living in a stifled house. So you've got to clear out the clutter, and then you can then start letting go of a lot of baggage as well. There's so many different levels to this energy work, and it's time for you to start looking those things up and really discovering that. So, yeah, absolutely. All right, you guys, you know what time it is. I love you. I hope you have an amazing day. Mwah. It was fun, right? Mwah. I love you guys. We'll see you later. Bye. What about insomnia? Oh, insomnia. One, you're not releasing, you're not letting go, you're up all night thinking. Look up the spiritual meaning. Also, you are awake in somebody else's dreams. So whatever is going on, you probably have to cut some cords and let go of certain people. But insomnia is also you're worrying about a lot of stuff. You worry about everything, and that is a habit you need to break. So start looking at different areas of your life that you're staying stuck in. Past traumas. Right? I know, that's how it works. I've been healing myself emotionally. The one that you told. Yeah, I'm telling you, the more you start looking at yourself, the more everything else is going to shift and change. So you've got to heal yourself. That's why you've got to heal yourself. You cannot let somebody try to rescue you. Twice. I tried to get rescued twice. This time I'm rescuing myself. I'm absolutely rescuing myself. So you've got to take care of your house first, which is yourself. And then people have got to take care of their own houses. If you're worrying and you're taking care of everybody else, you're not taking care of yourself. So you've got to do that. All right, you guys, I got to go. I love you. Mwah! Have a great weekend.